Encik Adlan?
All right. Thank you, Dr. Rosanna.
All right, thank you. All the best for the rest. See you again. Up to you now.
All right, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning, very good afternoon. Okay, morning or afternoon, it depends on where you are now. Where are you now? Right. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Adlan. You can call me Adlan. Right. Normally I will open my session with, do you have any question to ask? Do you have any question to ask? If I have no question to ask, then we just dismiss our class. Right, guys, thank you for giving me an opportunity to share an experience. This is not a kuliah, this is not a class. Perhaps this could be a sharing session where we share experience. I would like to listen from all of you. Okay, I want this session, if possible, to be two ways communication. If possible, to entrepreneur, this could be the best platform to start with. Right. Again, thank you very much to Dr. Rosanna, the moderator, my former boss, Professor Syed, right, the former Assistant Vice Chancellor of MASMED, and to the Director of International Office of International Affairs, Professor Aja Zainab. And thank you to Dr. Faizal and Dr. Rohana Zur as well, all right, for giving me the best opportunity for the best 2020, right? Okay, good day, good morning, good week, good month. But the question is, does this year is a good year?
Yes,
Rafrita,
sir.
is it a good year? Daniel Haziq, Rafrita, give a body language disagree. 2020 is a good year. Right, how about the rest? I can see Nurul Izzah Fikri. Is it a good year? 2020. Teresia, is it a good year? Dafa Alif. Okay. So if you can show, why don't you share your beautiful faces? All right. I'm sure you come from Asian countries mostly, then some from our part of the continent, Bangladesh, right? Mostly from, we have Indonesia, we have a local university as well. Valencia, okay, Valencia, right? Sorry if I pronounce the name not so correct, right? Okay, okay, the way I should address you. Thank you very much, Valencia. Okay, Rafrita, where are you from? If you cannot respond, you can maybe you can text, right? From where? So we have a very active communication before we venture into BMC, Business Model Canvas. Okay, have you ever heard about the BMC or something that familiar to you? Nadia, what do you say about BMC? You have any idea about BMC before? Okay, Teresia, do you have any idea about BMC before? You're very focusing. Don't try to be so serious, keep smiling. Okay, how many of you have heard about BMC before, the Business Model Canvas, right? Okay, show me your hand. All right, it's not easy to get response all over ASEAN at this moment. Okay, guys, do you have any question? Just ask. Okay. We can have a chatting here. Okay, I've switched on the chatting here. I will say good day. Right. Yeah, I hope you can read. Yeah, Hamin Halim. Mr. Hamin Halim, where are you now? Right.
I'm in Malaysia, Terengganu.
Oh, which part of Terengganu?
Kuala Terengganu.
Oh, I live Kuala Terengganu. Have you been to the drawbridge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
quite
good.
near with my home.
Oh, very good. So you're staying in Seberang Taki, you know?
Yeah, Seberang Taki.
So you're from UMT or what?
Yes, I'm from UMT.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much for joining us. All right. Anyone from Bangladesh would like to give a few words? From Indonesia? Any representative from Indonesia? How does COVID-19 look like in Indonesia?
Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself? Anyone from Indonesia?
Yes, me, sir.
All right. From which part of Indonesia you are?
Rio, sir. Rio
Which island?
province.
Meaning, is it Pulau Jawa?
Not, sir. Sumatra.
Oh, Sumatra, Sumatra.
Yes.
Okay, West Coast or East Coast?
Sorry.
The west or the east side of Sumatra?
Um,
Facing the Selat Melaka or facing the Indian Ocean?
it's actually just Riau. It's not
Oh, Riau.
west
Okay,
or
okay.
north or
The south of
Sumatra.
Peninsula Malaysia.
Yes.
I've been there, I think, once. When travel from Johor, travel from Kukup, is it? Yeah, it's about 1 to 2 hours. All right. Okay. Welcome, Rafita. Anyone from?
Thank you, sir.
Anyone from Pulau Jawa or
Asia,
Nadia from Pulau Jawa? Which part of Pulau Jawa?
Surabaya,
Oh, fortunately, I've been there once.
East Java.
Surabaya, I went there 1997. Where were you at that time? 1997. I went there for conference. Okay, not academic conference, but perhaps I was with industry before. Okay, academic. This is my 11 years, right? And I was with industry for 19 years prior joining UiTM. Okay, I hope I can capitalize on my working experience, totaling up to almost 30 years, right? To share with you, young generation, Gen Z. You consider yourself Gen Y or Gen Z? I think Gen Z, is it? Is it Gen Z?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gen Z. All right, welcome to the new world that will be conquered by Gen Z. I would like to say this world will be conquered by Gen Z very soon, or perhaps today we've been conquered by the Gen Z already.
Very,
Right?
very soon, sir.
Very, very soon. Not today, or is it been happening already?
It's happening. The movement is here. The movement has started, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for your good response. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I read a book here. Okay, it's not easy to see. A Smart Business, written by the advisor for Jack Ma. Do you know Jack Ma?
Of
You know Jack Ma?
course.
All right,
Yes,
thank you.
sir.
Okay, Jack Ma advisor wrote here. All right, I'm going to read. The best way to predict the future is to create. Okay, right. If you want, how does your future look like? You have to create now, like today. Today shouldn't be a good start. I think you should start yesterday. Right, we had to start yesterday. Okay, so how many of you really having an interest to do business? How many of you? Show me your hand. Okay, Hanem, all right. Nadia, all right. Teresa, Valencia, Rafrita, you don't raise your hand. Okay, the signal a bit late. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, I hope. I'm not sure how many of us today. I don't have the data. All right. Perhaps maybe more than 40, or it's okay. No matter what numbers it is. All right. Okay. I hope most of you, if you like business, at the same time, the second question will be, do you want to become rich? Do you want to be a rich person? Most of you will answer yes, right? and how to become rich person without involved in business. That could be a good question. Okay, how can you be a rich person if you don't involve in business? You want to work as CEO? They pay you almost 1 million, meeting amount. Let's say $250,000 US per month. You want to be a CEO? Normally, banking or financial institution, they pay you up to $250,000 US a month. It's a lot of money, right? If you want to be a CEO, but how many CEO do we have in one company?
Just one.
Okay, but how many entrepreneurs can we create with this session?
Unlimited.
Yeah, that could be the best answer. All right, we can have one CEO in a small group, but we can have all can be entrepreneurs even in a small group. All right. Okay. I beg to differ. The definition of entrepreneur. All right. I would rather prefer the way the US define it. All right. How do you define entrepreneurs? It's up to you. There's no right, there's no wrong. It depends how you believe in it. All right. A small businessman, okay, if you work alone, you are self-employed. All right. You hire only the family members. All right. Only your family members involved in your business, helping each other. That's not considered entrepreneur yet. Okay. He or she is not entrepreneur yet. Okay, this is from my my own observation, all right, and supported by most of US authors. Okay, entrepreneurs, you must be very, very innovative, as mentioned by Prof. Said before. Entrepreneurs must not stop looking for the new ventures or venturing into new ventures. Entrepreneurs must be very, very creative. Okay, looking into new services, looking to new products, all right, that they want to offer to the market. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet to reach the first slide of BMC. Okay, I try to. All right, I have to go back. Can you see this? Can you see the slides now? Okay, thank you very much. I have two screens at this moment. Okay, you have to form a group towards the end of this session. You have to form a group. And do you aware that you have to form a group of 5? Do you aware about that, Nurul Izzah? You know about it?
No, sir.
You have no idea, Nurul Izzah, that you have to form a group, 5 members per group?
No, sir.
You have no idea? Okay, it's okay. Along the way, you can ask questions along the way. We can think how to form a group, 5 of you each group. Do you maybe we can make an arrangement, you can communicate each other, okay, through email or through WhatsApp or whatever platform it is. Okay, the reason we will share the reason why you have to form form a group. Okay, is it okay for you? Okay, this compiled by Dr. Muhammad Ali. He was my junior, okay, during secondary school, right? If you can see the background, Dr. Muhammad Ali standing behind me. Okay, Dr. Muhammad Ali is standing behind me, right? Thank you to Dr. Muhammad Ali Abdul Qadir for compiling these slides, right? Okay. I would like to introduce you the BMC. The BMC is a business model canvas. Okay, you can stop me. You can send me a text if you have any question to ask. Right? Okay. This is a business model canvas. Okay, why do we need business model canvas at the first stage? Why do we need business model canvas at the first stage? Why are people talking about this business model canvas, or in short BMC, for the last 20 years, right? Why people keep talking and now this is becoming more popular? You know the reason why? Okay, and we would like to give credit to the author, Dr. Alex Osterwalder, okay, the designer for this canvas. All right, on a piece of paper, you get to know everything. How many components there? You do have 9 components there, right? Can you count it? 9 components.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. All right, okay. No, the first question is, why do we need business model canvas?
So we can know where our business is going.
Okay, that is one. I think consider that's a good response. Right? One of a good response, but a good answer. Thank you very much, Daniel. How about the rest? Why don't you give a try? Why do we need business model canvas? Why is it so popular today? We have 35 participants, meaning 33.
Maybe to identify every aspect.
Can you introduce yourself first?
Hello, my name is Ayumega. I'm from Indonesia.
Okay, thank you for responding. Which part of Indonesia? If you don't mind.
Jakarta.
Oh, Jakarta. How does Jakarta, how's the condition in Jakarta today?
Maybe COVID-19, it's getting worse, I think.
There's not much different from here. Not much different from Malaysia, indeed. Okay, it's getting worse. Okay, please stay, you stay at home?
Yeah.
Stay safe, huh? All right, okay. So can you say again about your can you say again? Can you repeat your answer?
Maybe to identify every aspects that are needed to make business.
Are you doing business?
No. Not yet.
Okay, that's much better. It sounds more positive. Huh? Not yet. All right. Who knows? After this session, we consider yourself involved in business. There's a good business. The highest population in ASEAN countries is Indonesia. Okay. So what is the size of your population, if you don't mind?
Yes.
What is your size? The size of population, Indonesia size of population, the total size of population in Indonesia. Do you have any idea about it? Almost 300 million or 320 million?
Yeah, I think 200 million or more.
I think close to 300 million.
Yeah.
Close to 500 million. It's a very huge market. Okay, half the ASEAN market coming from Indonesia, right? Malaysia. So how about the size of population in Malaysia?
About 30 million.
That's good, Daniel. 30 to 32, 34. Okay, the latest one is 34 million. Right?
I see.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for your response. We are a small country compared to Indonesia. 1/10 of Malaysian, only 1/10 of Indonesia is the size of Malaysia in terms of the population. Okay, meaning Indonesia has a bigger market. You can sell 1 in Malaysia, but perhaps you can sell 10 in Indonesia, right? If you make an assumption, everybody will purchase it. How about in Bangladesh? Does anyone from Bangladesh? Would like to respond? The size of population in Bangladesh? Okay, never mind. They will respond later, perhaps. Okay. business model canvas. Okay, the other question is, can you do business without having a business model canvas? Without drafting a business model canvas, can you do a business? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, but it's not
In my
proper.
opinion, yes.
Okay, the answer is yes. So why do you have to study business model canvas? If the answer is we don't need a business model canvas to start a business. Right? Okay. As mentioned by Prof. Syed, we have to gain, we have to study, we have to learn in order to be good entrepreneur. Right? You are young graduates, Gen Z, Generation Z. Normally in short is Gen Z. Okay. You are a young graduate, bright young graduates. Okay, you have to learn just to make sure when we venture into business, the most common issue in business is we talk about the risk. Okay, we talk about the risk. How many of you join business? How many of you looking to join to be an employee? Right, you want to work with somebody else, rather you want somebody else to work for you. Okay, you prefer to work with somebody else rather than you want somebody else to work for you. Okay, whether you want to join the workforce or you create the force to work with you. Okay, so being a bright young generation, you have to prepare yourself. Try to minimize the risk. Okay, business model canvas, a piece of paper to start a business. You can simply start a business by just doing it. Nike, do you know Nike time? Just you do first or you think first?
Do first, think later.
You do first.
Do first, think later.
You first.
Yeah.
Valencia?
Yeah, I prefer do first.
Do first. Okay. Irfan, Avianto, do first or think later? Do first or think first?
Do first, sir.
Thank you. Nadia, do first or think first?
Do first, sir.
You follow your friends or that's your own belief? Okay, Halim.
I think first, do later.
You beg to differ from the others. That's good. Okay. Okay, let me share with you, guys. I asked the same question to group of lecturers. Okay, I asked the same question to group of lecturers. What do you expect the answer will be?
Think first, do later.
Yes, think
Yes.
first, do later.
Exactly. All right. That's why they are lecturers. Okay, there's nothing wrong being lecturers. They're doing a good job. Okay, guiding us. All right, giving us some knowledge, giving us a lot of knowledge. Okay, thank you, teachers. Thank you, our lecturers. All right. But I asked the same question to a group of entrepreneurs, a group of businessmen. And what will be the answer?
Do first,
Do
think
first, think
later.
later.
Do first.
Yes, exactly. They gave a totally different answer. Entrepreneurs say they do first. Lecturers say they think first. There's nothing wrong with both answers. Okay, there's nothing wrong. Okay, there's nothing wrong with both answers. Both are correct and both at the same time can be improvised. Right? Hamin, maybe you would like to consider your answer. Huh? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, business model canvas was designed by Dr. Alex Osterwalder, okay, just to simplify business process, okay, just to simplify the way you look at your business, okay, just to simplify the way you look at the business, just to simplify the way you introduce your business, the way you describe your business to the others, right? Okay, the question is, at what time we want to use business model canvas? Before we run a business after we started the business, or along the way we do the business? Or we have to keep improvise our business model canvas. We keep to update our business canvas from time to time. Does business canvas is a business plan as well?
No.
No,
Business canvas is not a business plan.
it's not.
Okay, Hamid says not, Daniel says not. How about the rest? Valencia? I can mention a few names only, okay? Those names appeared in my screen.
It's okay, sir.
Okay, Valencia, what do you think about it? Is it a business plan? A business model canvas, a business plan?
I'm sorry, sir. In here it's a little bit crowded. I cannot hear your voice clear.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Business model canvas is not a business plan, all right? But to a certain extent, I will give a perspective that you will agree that business model canvas is actually a business plan. Okay, business is by looking at different perspective. We cannot have only a single perspective. When we look at the business, we cannot rely on this one perspective. We have to look into various angles, different perspective, multi dimensions, right? So we can have a very clear view, helicopter view, or bird eyes, right? We have to consider many aspects, and the most popular phrase for the entrepreneur is jack of all trades. Okay, jack of all trades. I think master at none, right? That is the popular phrase for the entrepreneurs. They know everything, but that they master. They couldn't be. They are unable to specialize in any area, but they know everything about the business in general, surface. They will study in depth about their own business, specific in their own business. Okay. Okay, we move to the next slides. Okay, that's the business model canvas. We have 9 components there. We have customer segments. I don't have to read. I hate to read from the slides. Okay, you can read yourself, and you can read faster than me. Am I right? Do you agree? Okay. Can you see the 9 components?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. Now, I think you can Google this. You can see Mr. Google. You can ask Mr. Google. There's a lot of videos, okay, sharing with you how to make use this canvas. Okay, so I'm not going to focus how to make use this canvas. I'm going to explain to you each component, the meaning of each component from different perspective. Okay, so but the first question is, if you want to read this business canvas, if you want to start presenting this business canvas, if you want to share this business canvas to someone else, okay, which column or which component you start with?
Value proposition.
Value, sir.
Value proposition.
Yes.
Okay, imagine you make an introduction about yourself and suddenly you jump to the value proposition. Okay, my name is Adlan. Okay, I'm representing the ABC Corporation. Okay, I would like to introduce my we're going to start to introduce our business via value proposition. Is it okay with that? Valencia, do you have any idea?
In my opinion, I will introduce myself with key activities. So what I'm done, what am I doing in this project?
You're going to introduce with which column first?
Key activities.
Key activities. Okay, this is one opinion. The other opinions?
I think so.
I think, sir, key activities too, sir.
Customer segments.
Customer segment first.
Customer segments. Okay. You see, in small group, we have different answers. Again, there is no right, there is no wrong. It's up to you. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. But judging from the next question be who you are presenting to. Okay, who are you presenting to? Okay, so when you want to do a presentation, for sure, we're going to construct this business model canvas. You have an aim, you have an objective to whom you are presenting to. Okay, it much depends on the audience or the target audience. Then you can decide. Okay, but I can say, I would like to share my experience presenting business model canvas. I would prefer to start with customer segments. I will prefer to start with the customer segments, right? Okay. First, I will introduce sure, you have to introduce yourself, okay? You introduce yourself, you introduce your organization, okay? Then you start introducing your customers to the audience, to the listening audience, right? Okay, that's my way. If you want to start with value proposition, you want to start the key partners, you want to start with the key activities, it's up to you, right? It's up to you because you are entrepreneur, you are businessman. You must have your own belief. Okay, if you believe that starting with value proposition will be good, then go ahead. But to me, or some of the advice given by the experts, okay, this is not my experience, but some advice given by the experts, you introduce yourself, you introduce your organization, and you start introducing your customers. Then the next will be the value proposition. Okay, so the first four that you're going to start to present will be customer segments, value proposition, channels, and customer relationships. Right? Okay, that's the first four. Advised by it's not I'm not going to say that all the experts, all the entrepreneurs will agree with this, but perhaps majority will prefer to start with these first four. Okay, now I try to relate. Okay, take your time, link it to the business plan. Try to relate this to the business plan. Okay, you have the business plan in one side, you have the business model canvas in one side. Okay, we go side by side now, right? So you can get, I think, a better perspective. Okay, so customer segment, value proposition, channels, and customer relations. Where can you find all this in business plan? Where can you find all this in business plan? Anyone would like to give a try? Hanim, Daniel, Valencia?
No idea, sir.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Okay, the four components that I mentioned just now, customer segments, value proposition, channels, customer relationships. Okay, where can we find these four in business plan?
Observation.
No, are you familiar with the business plan? Where can we find it? Are you familiar with business plan, or you have no idea about business plan?
No, sir.
Yes, but I forget.
Okay. we were told that just now. Okay, BMC can be used, right, as a medium for us to explore our new business, right? We can make use BMC to plan for our new business. Okay, so what does it make? How can it differ from business plan itself? Okay, that's why I told you just now. Business plan and BMC is interrelated. Okay, BMC and business plan is interrelated. When you want to start a business, actually you plan to do a business. Okay, when you plan to start a business, actually you plan to do something lah, right? You plan to do something. Okay, you want to do something. It can be you plan to do something. It can be written planning. It can be unwritten planning, right? You plan to go to school. It can be a written schedule. It can be unwritten schedule. You plan to get married. It can be a written schedule or planning, or it can be unwritten schedule or planning. Okay, in business plan there are four major components. In business plan there are four major components. Okay, number one is administration, number two is marketing, number three is operation, and number four is finance. There are four major components, okay, in business plan, right? Okay, so these four: customer segments, value proposition, customer relationships or channels, you can find these four in the marketing segment of business plan. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then I heard a lot of yes. I hope I just remind you about business plan for those who have forgot it. Okay, customer segments, value proposition, customer relation channels. You can find this in the marketing segments of the business plan. Okay, you talk value proposition, you talk about your customer segment, you talk about your target customers. Okay, value proposition, you talk about your product. Okay, the details about your product. Okay, and a channel is about how do you reach, how do you communicate with the customers, how do you reach your customers. Okay, and customer relationship, so it's a how do you plan to the customer will keep coming, okay, and keep purchase your products, right? How do you maintain the relationship? How do you retain the customers? Because looking for the new customers are much expensive compared to retaining the existing customers. Okay, now you can see the relation. I hope you can see the relation. BMC and business plan is interrelated. It depends on in what stage you want to use it. Okay, but along the way, you can use BMC to present a business plan, or you can use business plan to present BMC. As I said earlier, why Dr. Osterwalder designed this is to simplify the way you present about your business. Okay, the way the time that you take to present about your business. Okay, on a piece of paper, BMC will help you to draw a big picture. Okay, all about your business, right? Compared to business plan is suggest or recommended by McKinsey Group of Consultant, Management Consultant. McKinsey based in US, one of the most top management consultant company. Management consultant companies, one of the best management consultant companies, right? McKinsey suggests that business plan is perhaps 20 to 35 pages long, right? Compared to BMC, you have only a single piece of paper. But either way, you can present about your business, okay? Because BMC or business plan share the same information. Only business plan is a bit details, right? Because 20 to 25 pages as recommended by McKinsey, the consultant, the management consultant group, right? Okay. So before we explore further, so we look at the next three. Okay, the next three will be the key activities, key partners, and key resources. Now, you can suggest me in business plan, where can we find this?
Operation.
Yes, definitely, absolutely correct. Gorgeous answer. Key partners, key activities, and key resources, you can find these three in the operation segment of the business plan. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much for the answer. And we move to the last two. Okay, when we talk about cost, when we talk about revenue, now you easily can say you will link to which part of the business plan?
Finance.
Finance. Exactly the same. Exactly correct. All right. Okay. So out of four components, all right, out of four components here, out of four components of business plan, okay, three are here. Out of four components of business plan, three are here. 4 from marketing, 3 from operation, and 2 from finance. Okay, this is simple question, right? It's a common sense. Okay, in business we must have a lot of common sense, huh? In business we must have a lot of common sense. Okay, but to a certain extent, there's a certain sense doesn't make sense. Okay. I mentioned you one of the components in business plan is administration. Now, which part of BMC is administration? Anyone would like to give a try? Which part? This is common sense. I give you the clues.
Key activities.
No. I give you the clues ready from the beginning.
Proposition.
Say again?
No. Customer relationship. You know.
No. Be creative. Try to be creative.
Value proposition.
Okay. Another clue is the answer is not within the 9 components.
Admin.
Okay. Where is administration side? Where is administration component of business plan in BMC? It's not within the 9. It's not within the 9 components.
I think all of it on the BMC is the administration.
You are close to that. How do I introduce BMC just now? How did I introduce BMC just now? I introduce myself. I introduce my organization. I was telling you, my name is Adlan, coming from ABC Corporation. Was it? When you introduce yourself, when you introduce your organization, before you start discussing about the BNC, is the administrative part of your business plan.
Reason 4.
Yes, is the administrative part of the business plan. If you go and study business plan, all right, the administrative side, they will introduce yourself, introduce the company, introduce the founders of the company, introduce the give the everything about the company. All right, it's a very simple, it's a very common sense. If you want to introduce something, let people know who you are first. Okay, you want to befriend someone, introduce yourself first. You cannot simply walk to someone and, what is your name? Is it okay with that? Okay, it's not okay. Okay, if you want to get to know someone, You want to be friends with someone? Go and introduce yourself first. Okay, hi, my name is Adlan. Okay, I'm coming from Malaysia, staying in Shah Alam now. And then the other guy will respond by introducing himself or herself. Okay, that's how we do communication. This is not a communication class, perhaps, but when you introduce your name, when you introduce your company, when you introduce yourself in an organization to the audience, you are doing the first component of business plan, right? Administrative side. When you go for the first four, you are talking about the marketing. When you go for the next three, you talk about operation. When you go for the last two, you talk about the financial. Okay, these are the common things that you must know about your own business. For those, okay, now very simple. I have introduced you in general these 9 components. Now for those who are running a business now, if I ask you to fill in the gaps, I ask you to fill in the in each column, sure you can write something on it. Okay, you tell me which business you are familiar with. Okay, does anyone okay with McDonald's? Can we use McDonald's?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think everybody knows about McDonald's, no matter where you are. Okay, let's say you are presenting McDonald's. Okay, your name is my name is Adlan. I'm presenting a McDonald's. Okay, I would like to make a very simple, brief presentation. Okay, normally nowadays a short presentation will be known as pitching. Okay, to introduce about McDonald's. McDonald's is not a new company, all right? Who have an idea how did McDonald's start off? How did okay, McDonald's McDonald's was initiated by 2 siblings. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, that's good. It was initiated by 2 siblings, 2 brothers, and a few years later, they sold off McDonald's to someone else. Okay, one of the conditions made at that time, you can do whatever, you can change whatever, but perhaps you must maintain the name of the business, McDonald's. So as you can see now, McDonald's remain as McDonald's. But the owner, the founder of McDonald's, the early McDonald's, is no longer in the organization. Okay, they sell it off. I think a few years after they they initiated the business, right? It goes the same to Starbucks. Okay, Starbucks initiated by a few friends, and a few years later they sold off the company to someone else. Okay, the beauty of Starbucks, the founders let go the company to their staff. Okay, to one of their managers. Okay, McDonald's let go the company to one of the entrepreneur who main business is selling machinery. Okay, we can explore later about McDonald's or Starbucks. Okay, sure, at your place you have your own local entrepreneur, you have your own local businessman and businesswoman that you can learn from. Okay, how did they start and how did they survive till today? And you can learn even from those who not survive. Okay, we can learn from those who are unable to survive. There are many reasons why people fail. There are many reasons why people success. Okay, so we can learn from each and every case. Okay, go back to our BMC with these 9 components, right? You are presenting McDonald's just now. You're going to start with the customer segments. Okay, we go very fast. Okay, who are the customers of McDonald's?
Everyone is.
A very safe answer. Thank you very much. Okay, what is the value proposition of McDonald's? What's so unique about McDonald's? What's so good about the product compared to the KFC, compared to the other alternative? Okay. In Indonesia, we have nasi padang, but how good nasi padang compared to McDonald's, and how good McDonald's compared to nasi padang? So what would you like to say? What you would like to say spontaneously if someone asks you, what's so good about McDonald's?
It's basically the same about the product with other brands, but it's marketing. The way they market their product.
Okay, so it's part of the value proposition, right? Okay, the uniqueness of their marketing. Anyone else would like to give your to respond?
The uniqueness of the recipe.
The uniqueness of the recipe. Okay. There's one opinion. Girls would like to respond, girls? Girls sometimes have different kind of view.
The facilities, sir.
The facilities, all right. You go there because of the ambience?
Yes, because there is a coffee there, so yeah.
Yeah, you like the McDonald's coffee?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes because it's cheap.
Because it's cheap. Okay, I would like to share.
Give my opinion.
Yes, sir, please.
McDonald's in Indonesia follow its traditional food like nasi uduk.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, it's so nasi uduk.
So it localized.
It's localized.
Yeah, that's great. It's not in Malaysia, for sure. But we do have in Malaysia nasi lemak.
Yes, sir.
McDonald's also selling nasi lemak. And Indonesia, they have their own local product. Okay, that's the value of McDonald's, the way you look at it. Okay, there's no right, there's no wrong. Okay, the way you look at it, and nobody can deny it. Nobody can argue it. It's up to you. Right? That is McDonald's. It is for everybody. Yeah. Everyone could be the customer of McDonald's. I agree with you. Okay. So how about channels? How do they reach you?
Media sosial.
Okay. Social media. Advertising. They are everywhere. McDonald's is everywhere.
Billboards.
Okay.
Everywhere, sure.
Billboards.
That's good. And how do they retain customer? How do they make you yourself as a loyal customer to McDonald's?
The quality of the product, of course, sir.
All right.
How about the price, sir?
The price is
affordable. Sometimes they give a promo like that.
Oh, okay, that's good. And for you, it's affordable, lah. All right. Okay, everybody can go there. The price is good. All right. Come very with a high frequency of promotion, promotional items, right? During Chinese New Year, during Hari Raya, during Deepavali, there's a lot of promotion will be at that festival, at the time of the festival. Okay, so how about the key partners? Who are the key partners of McDonald's?
The chicken suppliers.
Yes, they get all the products, the suppliers from all over the world. Okay, that's good. The key activities, you can observe this. The key activities. You walk into the McDonald's restaurant, you can see the key activities. That's the surface one. Okay, along the supply chain, there's a lot of activities to bring all the supplies to you. Okay, involve the key partners. And you can see the connection here, the key partners and the key activities is interrelated, and the key resources, right, to be the #1 the best in the world, okay, you must control the resources. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because you imagine if you rely on someone else, okay, you are unable to control the resources, you are exposing yourself to sabotage. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right. So they must control their resources through their key partners, through their key activities. And if you studied the other part of business administration, we have horizontal and we have vertical integration. Okay, horizontal and vertical integration. In a layman word, is a supply chain. Have you heard about the supply chain, the value chain and supply chain?
Yes, I have, sir.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
So
I
if
have,
you
sir.
see the supply chain and value chain close to these three components. Okay, the key partners, the key activities, we have a downstream, we have the upstream. All right. Now, the last two. How do you see McDonald's, the last two? How did they get money? Revenue streams. How did they get money?
By selling their product, sir.
Selling the product. Other than that?
Franchise the brand.
Yes. Franchising. McDonald's is a franchising company compared to Starbucks is a licensing company. Okay. Then I know you should aware that in your country there are some companies based on franchising and some are based on licensing. Okay. And how about the cost structure? So we can see what could be the revenue and what will be the cost structure of the McDonald's based on our experience. Okay, do you agree? You don't have to study McDonald's, you don't have to read any book about McDonald's, you don't have to go and study all the articles about McDonald's, but through your experience, you can fill in each and every component if you would like to discuss about McDonald's. Can we agree on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. So it's confirmed now. You are all the bright young generation. Congratulations. I love to work with the youngsters, bright and vibrant youngsters. Already very looking forward, very confident. They know what they're doing. I have 3 kids, right? The eldest is 26 years old and the youngest is 21. Okay, it's not easy to tag along with the young generation, but I give my best to give them room to, in a simple word, to empower the young generation. Okay, thank you very much. We are close to first 1 hour. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, this is the simple definition. What is a business model? Okay. In the layman words, why do we need a business model canvas or business model canvas is to explain to our target listener, to the target audience, what is our business all about? Okay, what is our business all about? Okay, we make a comparison. Do you know BMW?
Yep.
Yes,
Anyone
I do.
drive anyone drive BMW?
Not
No,
yet,
sir.
sir.
Oh, sir.
Not
Yes, sir.
Not yet, sir. I
Not
like the
yet.
answer, not yet, sir. Okay, meaning you aim to drive a BMW. You set a target in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, I venture into the business, I will drive BMW. All right, okay. I don't have a BMW. I don't drive BMW, but I have 6 Ferrari. Okay, if you want to drive my Ferrari, you come to my office and you can enjoy it.
Okay, sir.
I have 6. Okay, I'm going to buy another one. Okay, but you can come to my office and try. It's for free. Okay.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Very sure. But you have to make yourself the sound. Now you know which Ferrari I'm talking about, huh?
Yes.
I'm going to buy another one at the price of 99 ringgit Malaysia. It's about 25 US dollar. Yeah. Small one lah, brothers and girls and sisters. I've been in business for many quite some few years. You don't talk about Ferrari yet, okay? But I do have a 6 model of Ferrari. Okay, so I just want to link you. When we discuss about the cars, right? We normally introduce the cars, which model we are referring to. Is it correct? Is it right? Okay, we are talking about BMW 5 Series. We are talking about BMW 7 Series, 3 Series, right? Then we are going to be more specific about the model. 3 Series, 3i. Okay, if you talk about MERS, okay, there are a few models. This is how you describe your business. This is how you describe your car. Okay, when you mention a model, you mention about the specification as well, because each and every model, they have a different kind of specifications. You can have these features in this model, you cannot find this feature in this another model. It goes the same with your mobile phone. Okay, you have this in this model, you don't have this in this model. Samsung A71, Samsung A70 is different. Note 10 is different from Note 20, Note 8, Note 9, Note 8, Note 7. You see, it's different. So what makes the difference? It's the specification. It's the details within it. It goes the same for your business. When you explain, when you describe your business to someone, okay, the details about the business will never be the same, will never be the same as other businesses. Every single business have the uniqueness. Every single business have a different way of deliver things. Okay, every single business have their different culture, different culture, different kind of delivery. The creativity is not the same. Okay, that's why you need a business model canvas, is to explain how do you run a business. Okay, the worst scenario, you don't need a business plan, you don't need a business model canvas to explain to someone else about your business. You need the business model canvas to explain the business to you, to yourself, to you, your own self. Okay, you need to explain to yourself how does your business will look like. That's the first stage. Okay, make it simple. The first is for you to understand your business. You must understand your business first. So we have tried this. Okay, I asked you about McDonald's. You can fill in the gap. You can fill in the blank. Then you know about the business model of McDonald's. But McDonald's is not your business. McDonald's is not your business. Okay, if you want to run your own business, you must be able to feed, to accommodate information, data, whatever it is, to the 9 components. Okay, you must master it first before you can explain to others. You imagine if you make a presentation, you yourself are not very sure about the content of your presentation, then you will spell disaster. Okay, so you have to master your business model before you talk to someone else. Okay, but you can talk to people like me, or people like us, you can talk to your lecturers to guide you or to share with you, to spare their time with you, to spare their knowledge with you, to develop, to construct a good business model campus. Okay, so as outlined by Dr. Ali, a business model is a specification describing how an organization fulfills its purpose. Okay, we go stage by stage, slow and steady but surely. When you run a business, when you want to run a business, when you go and take action doing a business, actually what is your objective? Honestly, what you want to be? You want to venture into business because you want to become a rich person? It could be one of the objectives. It could be one of the reasons. Okay, does anyone have any other reason why you want to venture into business?
Yes, sir.
What is your, what could be your reason?
I want to help with the local economy. I want to hire people.
You want to contribute to the local economy by hiring someone?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Okay, any other reason why you want to venture into business? The rest? Girls, why you want to venture into business?
Me, sir.
Yes, Irfan.
I want to have flexible time, sir.
That's great. That's great. That's great. You want to have flexible time. You want to decide on your own time. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some will give a reason, the freedom of financial. You go for time. You want to control your time. The God gave us 24 hours. When you were still young, how many hours available in one day?
24 hours, sir. The same.
Okay. Now it's still 24 hours. Right?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow stay 24 hours. No matter who you are, the God will still give you 24 hours. So you want to make use it, right, meaningfully. That's great. Thank you very much for the response. Okay, girls, I would like to listen from the girls. What could be the reason?
I want to innovate a thing, something.
You want to innovate something. You are innovator?
No, I want to try to create something.
That's great. That's great. Now, I just asked you want to be innovative because the way you answer, you already described that yourself is an innovator. Okay, we like to try something new. We like to give the world something new. We would like to try simplified things. Okay, innovation and invention. Okay, you innovate to simplify, to make people's life much easier. Congratulations, thank you to you. Right, there are many reasons. Okay, I just want to share with you. I just want you to experience. I just want you to listen to each other. There are many reasons why people venture into business. But do you agree with me if I say some of the people who are venturing into entrepreneurship, venturing into business, self-employed, or running a big organization, actually they have no choice?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I agree.
I agree. Some of them, yes.
They have no choice. In most cases, the small businessman, the small businesswoman, the micro businesses, they have to survive. That's why they go for business. That's the only thing they can do. They have no qualification to seek for the job. They have no qualification to convince the management. They do not know how to deliver, how to make a very good presentation. The only thing they can do is just do it. You do not know how to present, how to be a chef, but you know how to cook. Just cook. Just cook and just sell it. That's how the micro businesses or the small businesses always start off. Okay, they have no choice. They have to survive. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, be fair to the world. Do not judge. Don't be judgmental. All right, there are many reasons why people start business. there are many reasons as well why people closing their business. One of the main reasons nowadays is COVID-19. There's nothing wrong with their business plan. There's nothing wrong with their BMC, business model canvas. But because of the pandemic, they have to shut down, they have to cease their business, they have to close their business. Okay, but the question is, the next question, do you think they will give up or just they just take a break? Being an entrepreneur.
Take a break.
Yes, thank you, Fabiana. All right, they just take a break. Okay, they will come back again sooner or later when the pandemic is stable, when the situation is under control, when we found the vaccine, when we test the vaccine and found okay with it. Okay, so pandemic is not the first time. COVID is not the first pandemic. Okay, so we had a few others before. Okay, I think last few hundred years, the world has had experienced many kind of this kind of situation, and sure we will get through this one successfully. All right. So don't worry. Being an entrepreneur, you will never give up. Okay. You have to keep trying. All right. It goes the same as you mentioned just now. Once you love innovating, once you love to do innovation jobs, you keep innovating things, you keep inventing things, you keep producing new things. Okay, that is entrepreneurs, that is businessman, that is a self-employed. No matter how big your business is, you are doing it for many reasons. Okay, those who are success, congratulations, right? But in most cases, the success before and they are not success today, and perhaps maybe they will be failure. They will fail the next day. This is a cycle that every entrepreneur has to go through. Okay. So the other way to look at the BMC is the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. Okay, this is a very academic phrases. Okay, the rationale on how organization creates, delivers, and captures value. Okay, the layman word, how does your business make sense? Okay, how does your business make sense to others? How does your business make sense to your suppliers? How does your business make sense to your customers? How does your business make sense to the bankers? How does the business make sense to the public, to the community? Okay, it doesn't make sense. You think your business can survive? Do you think your business can survive? Your business doesn't make sense to the organization, to the community, to the surroundings?
No, sir.
No,
Yes,
sir.
exactly. So very simple. Business is simple, just do it. Okay. What happens if I fail? Try it again. Fail again, try it again. Fail again, try it again. Okay. If I fail 10 times, try it 11. You have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. If you are success in one business, the real entrepreneur will go for another business. If they succeed in the second business, the real entrepreneur, they will go for another business. If they succeed in all the businesses, they will do something else. They will go to the social entrepreneurship. They will give back to the community. Okay, they will step down from the company. They want to be a normal person. They want to enjoy their life. You see, entrepreneur is always like to venturing into businesses, into many things in their life. Okay, we see Jack Ma resign as the executive chairman of Alibaba, but stay as the main shareholder. Okay, Bill Gates give a lot of contribution to the community. They become a philanthropist. Okay, another dimension of successful businessmen or successful entrepreneurs, they be philanthropists. They become a philanthropist. Okay, still a long way to go, right? But you are heading towards that. Okay, you must be able to set a time frame, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ahead. What you want to reach is like a ladder. You go step by step. Do not jump. Okay, don't try to jump. It's very risky. You may success, you may not. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. We have discussed this. We have discussed this. Okay, in a layman words, to make sense. Hey, the business must make sense to you. I remember, remember, guys. The first thing, the business must make sense to you, because you are the founder. You are the owner. Okay, if you will design business model canvas to someone else, make sure the business model canvas, all the things that you put in must make sense to the owner of the business. If you're being hired by someone else, okay, to design, to prepare a business model canvas or business plan for them, you must make sure they understand it. If you yourself understand it, it's not a good thing. It won't be success. The business owner, it can be you, it can be others. Okay, must understand it. Okay, must be able to digest it. Must be able to assimilate it. Okay, must be able to adapt it. Name it how you want to describe it, but they must master it, because that is their business. Okay, you cannot explain to someone. You cannot talk about someone. You cannot talk to someone about your business, but you lack idea. You lack information. You yourself do not understand. So how can people understand your business if the owner himself or herself does not understand about the business? Okay, this is the first in the customer segment, right? Who are your customers? Okay, in this book, all right, I tried to show you this book. Oh, I cannot find, where is it? In this book, A Smart Business, I tell you just now, the first question is, who are your customers? Who are your customers? You want to start a business, okay? You ask yourself, who are your customers? You may have the product, but ask yourself, who are the customers? If you have the product, you believe in the product, okay? You try to push to everybody. How sure you are that everybody is your customer? McDonald's is okay lah, exceptional. Okay? So if you study McDonald's in details, McDonald's have their own target customers. Okay? But it looks like everybody is their customers. That's the beauty of McDonald's. Compared to Starbucks, okay, compared to the Coffee Bean, compared to the Glora Jeans, it might have some different kind of perspective. Okay, so different group of people can be your customers. Different group of organization can be your customers. So who are your customers? Who is your customer? Who are your customers? Okay, you want to sell something, you must know who are the potential buyer, who are the target customers. And you keep asking, why do you want to buy? Okay, you remember 5W and 1H? Why do you want to buy? How are you going to buy? Okay, who are the customers? Where are the customers? At what time they buy? And at what time they're going to purchase? When they're going to purchase? Right? 5W and 1H. Okay, who, why, what, when, and where, and how. Okay, these 5W and 1H, if you go back to the BMC, the 9 components, it can be applied to each and every component. Okay. This is customer segment. Look for the segment that provide the most revenue. Okay. Which customer will consider your product? Will consider your product most. Okay. You have to consider that. You have to study that. Okay. But through experience, through observation, it can help you. Okay, you are on campus, for instance, you are on campus, for instance, what could be the best business in on campus during a normal days? During a normal days, during a normal days, during a normal academic calendar. Okay, what could be the best business on campus? Student to student. Anyone?
Next.
Say again, Daniel.
Snacks.
Okay, snacks. Students always hunger. All right. Okay, other than that, any other
Printing,
business?
stationery, photocopy business.
Okay,
Printing,
it's a
stationery,
very
photocopy.
thank you very much, guys. It's a very common business in on campus. Then you know already. If you are on campus, what type of business, what kind of business, you know are the customers. Okay. Guys, do you agree that the girls have different perspective on certain products compared to guys?
Yes.
Why? Why so? Dafa, why so? No one would like to vote? Okay, girls, compared to guys, girls consider a bit choosy.
Nowadays girls and men equal, yeah. Not choosy, but basically boys more choosy than the girls. You know, when they go to shopping, guys always like watching, looking around, then decide what to buy. But girls end up nothing.
This okay. Thank you. Respond from a big girl there. Thank you, Dr. Wahanazo, for responding. Okay. I would like to listen to the small girls, to the tiny girls. Okay, big girls. Later you can respond. Okay, Dr. Wahanazo, thank you very much. Valencia, how do you see yourself as consumers? How do you see yourself as a customer?
Is this still a question about the business that I want to start at college?
No. This is business. How you see yourself as a customer? You are choosy than a guy. You are more selective.
Yes, I am more selective, I think.
Okay. Then a business must differentiate. Okay. The business must be able to segmentize. Business must be able to detail out. Business must be able to profiling each and every customer, if possible, each and every customer. Okay, that's why a smart business Alibaba does. Okay, they be able to track each and every customer. They know who are you, the way you behave, the pattern the purchasing pattern of you. Okay, so Valencia won't be the same like Daniel, and won't be the same like Dr. Wahanazo. Okay, but sorry to say, I have to agree with Dr. Wahanazo. In many cases, female, okay, the girls, the women will spend more time in shopping, but they buy less. Okay, they buy less. They spend more time, but buy less. Because they are very selective, they're going to study. They do a lot of they do a lot of window shopping, right? Before they come to the conclusion to buy or not to buy. Okay, it's okay with that. Don't worry, it's up to you. It's nothing wrong with that. It's the burden of the business to study that. Okay, but if you're a businessman, if you are the businesswoman, if you're the entrepreneur, you must look into this very serious. That's why most of the experts will suggest we start with the customer segment. We want to introduce who our customers are. Okay, we want to introduce who are the customers, who are our customers, right? So these are the customer segment. If we can do a profiling for each and every customers, for each and every customer, that will be great. That's what been trying by the technologies nowadays. Okay, Fabriana, maybe you can try to design a simple system, okay, that we can do some profiling to each and every of your customer. We know what they need, we know what do they like best, okay, at what time do they spend their money, okay, what are things they buy, and we would like to see the pattern of their buying behavior. This is all about it's a main area of marketing. It's main area of marketing. Customer segment. If you experience yourself with Lazada, if you experience yourself with Shopee, you can see how they try to, okay, follow each and every their customer. Okay, they keep give you coupon and vouchers. Okay, and they keep motivating you to buy more and more. Right? This is customer segment because they know you well. Okay, if you know your customer well, then okay. Okay, have you heard about Sun Tzu? I'm not sure the way I pronounce it, correct or not? Sun Tzu? Have you heard about the Sun Tzu?
Sir.
Fibriana, have you heard about Sun Tzu?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, the Chinese warrior. Okay, the Chinese warrior, the great Chinese warrior. Okay, he wrote the book about a war. So one of the phrases he did mention that if you know your enemy, meaning you have won the battle. If you know your enemy, you have won the battle. It goes the same to business. If you know your customer, you have won the transaction.
So did you mean Sun Tzu?
How to pronounce that, Dihan? How to pronounce that?
I think it's Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu.
That military strategist, right?
Yes.
Philosopher. Yes.
The greatest Chinese warrior. Have you
Sorry,
read the book?
sir.
Have you read?
I know about Suzu, but I thought that you said that Suzu is like kind of like a marketplace, so I don't know what's Suzu in marketplace.
No. It's a Chinese warrior.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good. That's great. To know that you study about the strategy in war. They transform it into business. Okay. The war strategy being applied to business, because business itself is a war. The business itself is a war. Okay, business is a war, but you don't kill each other, lah. Right? You don't kill each other. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's good to know that you read all these books. You have to read a lot again. Okay, the strategies of the military. The strategy of the military, you can apply it to the business itself. Okay, you know, as stated by Sun Tzu, if you know your enemy, you have won the battle. Okay, then we transform it, we rephrase it. If you know your customer, you have won the sales. Okay, the other half is about you. The other half is about your power. The other half is about your own strategy, about your own military, about your own equipment, technology, and it's about the readiness of your people. And the other half in business is about your company, the structure of your company, the capability, the capacity of your operation to support the sales. Okay, it goes the same. Right? Congratulations for those who have read the book. For those who have yet to read, please find that book. Okay, and try to learn something from the great Chinese warrior. Okay, this is a customer segment, right? How do you identify a segment? Okay, every single customer, we have discussed that every single customer, they have a different way of doing things. If you can respect each and every customer, if you can tackle each and every customer, okay, it will be very great output for us in business. Okay, in this discussion, you like to focus like a customer-based business. consumer-based business. Okay, it's easy to understand. In other words, a retail. In simple word, it's retail. It's a consumer-based business. But to a certain extent, business is not only consumer-based business. We can have a government-to-government business. We can have business-to-government. We can have business-to-business, and we can have customer-to-business as well, right? And we can have a consumer-to-consumer business model as well. Okay, so this is a customer segment. You know, each and every customer is a great thing to do. If you can segmentize them, it will be great because they will come in a group, right? It may not possible to entertain each and every individual, right? But if we can group them in one group that they have a close characteristic, then it's quite easier and much more productive. Okay, when customer needs require and justify distinct offer. Okay, so you see, they keep asking when is still, and the first question is how. So you can remember the 5W and 1H. Again, you can apply this 5W and 1H. I use this during my time with the manufacturing. Okay, we keep asking ourselves, if anything happen, why, and how we're going to solve it. Who will be responsible? Who will in charge? Okay, where to do it? Okay, when to do it, and we keep asking ourselves. So every single component we can ask this question. But we come to the most important component in business model canvas is value proposition. Why should I buy from you? Okay, why should we go to McDonald's? Why should we spend our time at Starbucks? Why we should support our local community? Why we should support our local businesses? Okay, what's so good in your product? The simple layman word, what's so great about your product? Why I must buy from you? Okay, you are selling let's say the hot dog. You are selling the, okay, compared to the what is the okay, which company consider competing with McDonald's? Who are the competitors of McDonald's?
KFC, sir.
Burger
Okay,
King.
Burger King. Okay, Burger King, KFC, right? Burger King. Let's take Burger King. So why we must go to Burger King instead of McDonald's? Why must we spend our time, spend our money at McDonald's compared to the Burger King? That is the value proposition, the uniqueness. In simple layman word is a uniqueness. It's more simple, the simplest. Why is it so great? Why is it I have to buy from you? Why is it people have to buy from me? My product must give must offer some extra features, must provide some extra good experience to the customers. Okay, then they will buy, they will come again and again to experience your product. Okay, to a certain extent, marketer would like to use the word experience. How does the customer experience your product? Because when we talk about experience, you will go to what? When you talk about the experience, you will go to the emotional attachment, right? When you talk about the experience, you will go to emotionally attached, and that's that is what brand all about. Okay, when it comes to the brand, you know McDonald's. McDonald's is a brand. McDonald's is a brand. The product, they have a lines of product. Okay, they have a range of product. They have a lines of product, but the brand is McDonald's. Okay, it's easy for you to mention it as a product of McDonald's rather than specifically mention the name of the product. When you go to the McDonald's, there's a long list of menu. You cannot remember each and every menu, but you can remember McDonald's. That is a brand. Okay, that's why marketer will focus on the good experience, on the best experience. Okay, by the consumer or by the customers. Then they will keep coming again. Okay, so the value proposition is to create the best experience. when they use your product, when they take your product, when they consume your product, okay, they had a good experience and they will come again and again and again. Because when we talk about experience, is emotionally attached. So when we talk about emotionally attached, it goes back to the brand. Okay, brand is something to do with emotion. Okay, I open this question to the girls. Okay, before I ask the boy lah, before I ask the young man, I would like to ask the young lady here. When you make a purchase, which part of your body make the decision? The brain or the heart?
Both.
The mind or the emotion?
The mind and the emotion. Both.
The mind and emotion.
Yes, because you think which one is more cheaper, and then but at the same time you want what's in your heart and what you see at front. So basically, you using both ways.
Okay, I'm able to see your name here. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm from UiTM.
Okay. If you were asked to choose either one,
Most probably.
Which one comes first?
My brain.
Emotion
My
or your mind?
Mind.
You decide based on the facts and figures?
Yeah, because I'm comparing the price.
Okay, you're comparing the price. You don't care about the brand?
Not really. Sometimes it depends on what product I'm purchasing. It depends.
Okay. So how about the rest? Thank you very much for the response. How about the rest? Based on your own experience?
The mind.
The mind comes first. So meaning the facts and figures will help you to determine which product or service you want to subscribe.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
But through marketing observation, customer will make decision from their heart, from the emotional point of view. They like it. When they like it, okay, when they use, we like it. So when they use the word like it, it means it's emotional. It comes from emotional kind of decision. Okay, if you like it, it's an emotional. Right? That's why if you are judge, okay, if you are judge, okay, you cannot feel the sympathy. If you have that kind of feeling, you cannot be a judge. You must distance yourself from the trial. Because in court, there's only fact and figures. It depends on the evidence. There's no feeling. There is no emotional kind of things when you deliver a judgment. But through marketing point of view, based on the marketing observation, most of the consumers, maybe exceptional to some of you, okay, most of the customers will make decision because they like it. When they like it, okay, they will go for it. The price will come second. Okay, to some of you, okay, to some of you, you have your own judgment. Again, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing. There's no right. There's no wrong. Okay, that's why you can see each and every one of us will have different perspective. It's a very challenging to today's business to understand each and every customer. That's why if you read through the Smart Business by Dr. Ming Zhang, the former advisor for Alibaba, they spend a lot on technology, on artificial intelligence to understand all this, to get feedback from the customers, from the consumer. Okay, be it a consumer base, be it an industrial base. Okay, the feedback is very important because they can chart the future expectation or pattern. Okay, it's up to you. You can make decision whether you like it or you really need it. Okay, we move to the next. That is a value proposition. Remember, the layman word is What's so great about your product that people will have to will make decision to buy? I don't want to say that people will have to buy. It sounds like a pushing consumer, okay? But how does your product motivate the consumer or the potential buyer to buy? Remember, in strategic management from Blue Ocean Strategy, have you heard about Blue Ocean Strategy before? Mentioned by Forsyth just now. Okay, in Blue Ocean Strategy, you have a few categories of customers. You have existing customers. Customers are buying from you. Okay, there are another circle of customers. Customers are considering buying from you, and there are another circle of customers that will never buy from you. Okay, in today's business, we must know all these categories. Customers that are currently buying from you, considering buying from you, will never buy from you. So marketing will look into all these segments differently, different way, different approaches. Okay, how to retain the existing customer, and at the same time, how to make the 50-50 customer buy from you, and those who don't want to buy from you, okay, can be in one day is your customer. That is the challenge of today's marketing. All right, that is we can find that in a Blue Ocean Strategy. Okay, Blue Ocean Strategy by Harvard. I'm not sure. I think from Harvard. Okay, the 2 lecturers from Harvard. Okay, this is value proposition. Okay, the reason why customers turn to your company, and okay, you can rate this, right? Character, newness, performance, customization. Fibriana would like to innovate many things. That's a newness. You want to innovate things to become better. That's performance. You would like to customize. Okay, you like to personalize your service to each and every customers to the maximum possible. Go ahead. You want to get the job done. Okay, you want to offer to the solution. Normally, you are selling. Let's say we're selling food to the customer. Why they need food? Is to satisfy their hunger. Okay, why they buy our food is to satisfy their hunger. Okay, to satisfy their lifestyle. Okay, to satisfy whatever needs they want. So we want to study that. If food for their hunger, they won't go for the expensive one. They are not going to have at the luxury place. Okay, but if they go for the lifestyle, then you can see they go to the Starbucks. Okay, they go to the McDonald's. Right, so there's a different kind of customers, different kind of characteristics that you have to entertain to the best. Okay, design, brand, enterprise. Okay, at the same time, people go and opt your product maybe because you offer the cost reduction. But remember, don't make until you are making loss. Right, don't give too much discount. Okay, especially when you start doing business, don't give too much discount. Perhaps don't even talk about discounts at the early stage, right? It won't good for your business in long run. But you convert the values of the discount to the better experience. Okay, you convert the value of discount to the better performance of the product. Okay, and the better performance of the better way of packaging, creating a better experience is much acceptable. Will be accepted by the customers rather than easily can give discount, because when you keep giving discount too much, they will create another perspective, another perception that your business is currently having trouble. Okay, channel, how your company communicate. Okay, we have a lot of platforms. We have many platforms nowadays. Okay, to keep communicating with our customers, right? In simple word, how do you communicate with your customers? Okay, how can you deliver your service to the customer? How can they experience your value proposition, right? Okay, it can be face-to-face. It can be, it's what we experience now. And you can have your own sales force. Okay, you can have a physical store. You can have your online store, right? That's how you're going to reach your customer. The most important thing, whatever you buy online, okay, that's only the medium. Okay, you buy shirt online, it's only the medium. What you want is the shirt. But the experience buying online is what being offered by Alibaba, Shopee, etc., etc. When we buy shirt online, that shirt is what we want. Okay, the benefits by wearing the shirts, the benefits of using the shirt, but perhaps the experience, the process of buying is another kind of business offered by Lazada, Shopee, and etc., etc. Right? It depends. If you have, you want to sell within your neighborhood, okay, you can use social media. You can use a WhatsApp group. Okay, if you want to deliver within your neighborhood, you may not necessarily to use a courier company. It may not use to use a third-party logistic operator or the fourth party or the fifth party. Now we have a seven-party logistic operator. Okay. During my time, I studied about third party. Nowadays, we have a seven-party of logistic operator. Okay, you can deliver yourself. You can see your customer. You can talk to your customer. If you're within neighborhood, within reachable parameter. Okay, get to know your customers much better if you can do that. If not possible, then you have to use another channel. Okay, that's your key partners. All right, work with the key partners. Okay, to deliver the value proposition on behalf of you. This is customer relation. Okay, how the business will get new customers. Remember, to get the new customer much more expensive than to retain the existing customers. So when you have the customers, try to retain them as long as possible. And we have a few strategies. Instead of buy one, they will buy two. Instead of buy two, they will buy three. So getting the same customers to spend more on your company is much easier comparing to get the new customers to start buying. Okay. Right. As I mentioned, personalize your service. Okay. Right. Okay, we come to the revenue streams. This is the financial part. Okay. You have a revenue streams. The money inflow, the money inflow, and the other one is the money outflow. That is simple. That is a layman words. Okay, the outflow of your fund, the inflow of your fund, your money. Okay, your money. You are going to collect your cash. You're going to lose your cash. You're going to collect your sales, or you're going to lose your sales. So for those who study accounting, we have two sides, debit and credit. One is money come in, the other one is money go out. Right? So how does your business make money? At the early stage, it's only sales. At the early stage, at the basic and the early stage of a business, you sell something, you get money. That is the very beginning of the business. You sell something, you get money. Okay. So when your business growing, there's a lot of way of making money, as mentioned by one of our friends just now. Licensing, franchising, we can advertise. People can advertise within our business parameter. Okay. We can create. If we have an agent, when we have more money, we can invest in property. So we can start generate money from other sources within the company itself, right? But at the first stage, whenever you do a sales, then you make money. Okay. Just make sure your selling price is much bigger than your cost price. If not, your selling will create a loss. Okay. These are the few options. As I mentioned just now, a few ways, approaches you want to make money. But again, at the first stage, when you make sales, right? Especially you are in the trading, you make sales, done, you get some money there. Okay, the more you make, the more you will get, right? When you're growing up, when the company grow, then there is another set of story. You can sell a lot of things within the company parameter. To a certain extent, your goodwill also will have a value. Your goodwill, the business brand will have the value. As we can read, Coca-Cola brand, the value of the Coca-Cola brand is reaching up to 80 billion US dollar. The value itself, okay? We didn't talk about equipment, we didn't talk about the machinery, we didn't talk about the land, the building they own, but perhaps the brand itself is 80 billion US dollar. It was reported, I think, the last 10 years. Nowadays, I'm not sure what's the value of Coca-Cola. It depends how frequent you drink the beverage. Okay, I'm not a regular for Coca-Cola. I don't drink Coca-Cola frequently. Okay, I used to go to very simple one. Maybe you go for the hot chocolate, maybe you go for the coffee, okay, or simple hot tea. And this is how you make money. So again, remember, I will always emphasize that when you start small. Your sales is your main revenue. Okay, is your main revenue. When the business grow up, there will be a few other streams as your revenue. Okay, and the cost. Okay, they go for the key resources. They did. This slide does not follow. It's okay. The key resources here. Key resources. This is a very basic thing. The very principle. You must have the things to sell. You must have the service to offer. Okay, right? If you have a product, that's the resource. That one of the resources. Okay, this is the key resources. Other than the product, is the human. If you work alone, it's okay. Okay, you have the product, you are the human. You control the finance, you have the capital, you have the physical appearance, or you don't have the physical appearance, you have the brain, you have the intellectual IQ. Okay, at the same time, you must integrate with the EQ. At the same time, you must consider SQ, spiritual, emotional quotient, spiritual quotient, and intellectual quotient. Okay, this is all your resources. Okay, the most popular question when I ask the students, why you don't consider yourself to venture into business? We lack of capital. Okay, we lack of capital is the most common response, I think the last 5 years, last 10 years. But nowadays, when we ask the youngsters, okay, does capital could be the obstacle to your business? The answer is no, because they see capital in different ways. Capital does not necessarily a money. Capital does not necessarily a cash. It can be your time. It can be your effort. It can be your brain. It can be your intellectual intelligence. It can be your physical. Okay? Capital, not necessarily a money, a cash. It can be anything. It can be your time. It can be yourself. It can be you as a human being. Okay? Right? That is your resources. The strength that you have. Okay? If you read the book by Sun Tzu, you don't read the original text, unless you can read the character of Chinese letter. Okay, you have to read the English version or the modern version of Sun Tzu. I think the Art of War. Okay, yes, the Art of War. The Art of War. Okay, the key resources can be owned, leased, acquired from key partners. Right, that is another option. You have the key partners, you can own a lease or acquire from the key partners. If you don't have it, you don't have the product, but someone has the product, but you have the energy. Okay, you have the determination. You don't have the product. You don't have the money to buy the product. You can start business as simple as dropship agent, or you can talk to any company. You're going to sell their product on behalf of. You can sell the product on behalf of them. You're going to take commission. That's also a good business. A simple step. So I just want to say, you have no money, you have lack of capital, you have lack of cash, cannot be a reason why you don't venture into the business. Your time can be a capital as well. Your expertise can be your capital as well. Okay, but just make sure we go for the first component, who are your target customers and value proposition and so on. That's why you need the BMC to construct, right, from the raw material, from the basic idea, to give you some general description about the business to go about. All right. So these are the key activities, the things that you have to do. Remember, you have to do something. Keep thinking. Doesn't make anything. Doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm not sure you have to think, but just do it. All right. If you fail, try it again. Okay. In between, tweet and do. There is a thinking process surrounding the activity, surrounding the action. Okay. Please remember, do first. Do first doesn't mean that you have no brain at all. Do first meaning the brain, the thinking process is embedded, is part of it. But it will be nothing. It won't happen. Nothing will happen if you don't do anything. You have to take action. If you want to eat, you have to go somewhere and you have to eat. Okay. If the food in front of you, you do nothing. Okay. Unless someone will come and feed you. Right? You have to take action. Right? If you're unable to take action, and you have to work with your key partners. You see the linkages between each. Okay? If you cannot work someone, if you don't know resources, so the operation side. Operation is about doing. Operation is about doing. Okay? I work in operation for 13 years, right? Mostly manufacturing, and they have different, some will say that the world of production or the world of operation is different. They work 24 hours. Yes, as a manager, you can go back, but the factory keep running, the business keep running, right? So you must keep thinking. The process of thinking is running. Running is part of action, is doing. So you do the thinking part. Okay, not only thinking, but you do the thinking part. Okay, so the key partners is the network of suppliers and partners that make the business model. Okay, with whom you work, you can work alone, but I don't think you can survive. Okay, you have to work with somebody else. Okay, that's your key partners. At the beginning, maybe one or two. When you grow back, when you grow big, you need more. Okay, such a big company, they will come to the consultant. They will talk to the McKinsey. They will talk to the Boston Group of Companies. At the Boston Consultant Group, BCG. Okay, they will talk to the management consultant. They will talk to the coach. They will talk to the mentor. These are our key partners. You talk to the lecturer, also your key partners. You talk to your teacher, also your key partners. You talk to your parents, also your key partners. At the beginning, right? When you grow back, when you grow big, it will different from one parameter to another parameter. Your circles, you're meeting a new people, you encourage, you get to the next circle, you get to know the other circles. Okay, there's a lot of circles around us. Okay, when you go into one circle to other circle, they have a different characteristic, they have a different way of to do things. Okay, he can be your partner. That's what we call networking. Key partners is about networking. Okay, among us, we have about more than 30 participants here. We can do our network. Okay, what do we have in Indonesia? What do we have in Bangladesh? What do we have in Malaysia? We can do business across border, right? If you don't communicate, nothing happen. If you don't communicate, nothing happen. You must take action. You must approach someone. Then you must talk to Fabriana. Then you must talk to someone in any areas. Okay, if you want to talk to, you have to do it. You cannot say to yourself, I want to do. You cannot wake up in the morning, or I plan to, but you do nothing, nothing will happen, right? You have to take action. And the last one, I think, is a cost structure. Okay, in the simple words, anything that will take your money out of your business, will take your money out of your pocket, right? You talk about economic scale, economic scope, fixed cost, variable cost. This is, you can find this in economy chapter and the accounting part, right? But for sure, common sense, you cannot sell something below the cost. If you do trading, you buy something at $1, you cannot sell below the $1. How can you make money? You have to cover all the expenses. You have to cover all the costs. It's a very common sense. But if you sell more than your competitors, then maybe the customers won't buy. There's a lot of things that you have to consider when you set costs. Okay, there's a lot of things to consider. All right, but basically, sales price must be bigger than the cost price. Then it will give you profit. Okay, profit to survive, profit to introduce a new product, profit to venture into new area, all inside there. We cannot detail all this in one day, but perhaps it's a basic understanding. Sales price you must have a profit in order to survive. But if you're asking for too much profit, the profit is huge, immense profit, the customer will not able to accommodate. The customer will disagree with that. If the customer disagree, then you die lah. Huh? Chinese local always say, if you have a wrong matching, you die lah. You die. Huh? The business die. Not necessarily you die. Okay, the business will die. Okay, so numbers are very, very critical. Most of our youngsters, they do not love numbers. You have to love numbers. Some of you hate maths. I don't ask you to be good in mathematics to the extent you can be a good statistical expertise or mathematical expertise, but perhaps the simple numbers. Okay, you have to remember when we talk about revenues, when we talk about costs, we talk about numbers. And these numbers must be at each and every component. They come from each and every component, pulled together as a revenue or pulled together as a cost. You must play around with the numbers. Okay, you don't have to worry about numbers. Try to love numbers because we have only 9 digits in the world. Okay, how many? We have only 9 digits in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 0 is a very special digit. Okay, so with this 1 plus 9 digits, we can run a small business, we can run a big business. We can spell $1, we can spell $1 billion as well, with only this 1 plus 9 digits. Okay, so very simple. Don't stay away from numbers, love numbers. Okay, this is a sample given by Kelly's lemonade stand. This is very, I think you can do it, you can do it yourself. Okay, so we are approaching almost 2 hours, and I have to give you, we have to talk about your assignment. I hope you're aware that you're being assigned something, okay? Because on the 10th of December, you will come here again. If I'm not mistaken, correct me, organizer. Okay, you have to make a presentation, you have to present, you have to pitch about BMC. Okay, here I would like to suggest okay, those who have your own business, why not you construct BMC based on your business? Okay, those who have a business, why not you construct a business? And why not you construct your BMC based on your business? But I was told that you have to create a group to do this. It's not individual assignment. I don't call it an assignment lah. It's a task. Okay, it's a challenge for you. Okay, try to construct your own BMC or your group BMC based on any company that you are familiar with. All right. The reason why you have to construct the company you are familiar with, he will give you the very comprehensive information, and we can see how well you are in placing those information in the most it's not as correct, or there's no right and wrong, but the most reasonable, justified component. Do you have any questions so far? I want to open my. Okay,
Maybe
Sonia.
Sonia.
before that, example, Sonia, I want to open my coffee shop. If you want to open a coffee shop,
Answer the question from the chat room.
if you want to open your coffee shop, go ahead. You can construct your, actually you can construct BMC based on your plan. I told you before, we have been discussing this, business plan and BMC is interrelated. Okay, you want to plan something, you can make use your BMC. You want to expand your business, you can make use your BMC. If you want to tell someone about your business, that's the main reason why you use BMC. Okay, why we want to tell someone? Because to a certain extent we want to convince someone why we want to do about our business, especially when we ask for funding. Okay, I have done with the question from the chat area. Okay, if you have any questions, is it okay with what we planned just now? Maybe after this, organizer can share with you the list of the group. Okay, you can form a group, you can communicate each other, or I don't mind if you want to have your own personal BMC. We can go through, but only the time during presentation will take time. Okay, I hand over back to Dr. Rosanna. At the same time, if you have any question, you can raise up the question. Amira, do you have anything to ask? We have Irina, Marziana, Irfan, Ayu, Daniel, Indah, Batsala, Ibrahim, Lailatul, Teresia, Edlin. Okay, I try to read every single name here. We have another column. We have Sarah, Teresia, Haris Hazaril, Gifari, Dihan, Ramadan, Hamin, Asmahan, Nadia, Resha Hamida, Hadib, Alvin. Okay. So, do you have any questions? Are you okay? The next 2 weeks, you come here and make a presentation about your, how much time would we, okay, that's a good question. How much the time we do for pitch, right? Normally pitching is about 2 to 3 minutes. If you are individual, I think it's okay to 3 minutes. Okay, if the work is a group effort, I think it goes the same, 2 to 3 minutes. Whether you present about your own business venture, or you present about the business venture you plan to do, or you present about someone's business. Okay, I think 2 to 3 minutes will do. But presentation, maybe after that we have a short Q&A. Just want to see how you're going to respond, because pitching is not it's a one way, it's a two-way communication. So do we need to calculate all costs that might incur? Yes, you can do some reverse calculation. Okay, if you don't have the exact figures, at a certain extent you're not going to get the exact figures, but you can do a reverse calculation. For the engineer, the word is a reverse engineering. Okay, you can try to reverse the cost. You can try to break down all the single components, all the single services, or the single service, and you can try to predict the price. Right? Try go for the big company, a big company, but they're familiar with you. Okay, don't go for the big company that is not familiar with you. Right? Go for the big company that you can see, that you can get a lot of information that close to you. I believe in every country you reside in, there are many big companies that willing to cooperate, willing to share some of the information. It's not to certain all information. Okay, to a certain extent, they will share with you. You can The best you get a lot of information. The best you find a company you can access it to it. The best the company that can share with you, or any business that you are very close, you experienced it before. Okay, don't take McDonald's lah. We have been discussing about McDonald's. Okay, use another company. Yeah, don't go for another company, very high tech company. You don't have much idea about it. You don't have much information about it. Okay, so it's not easy. But you can do a lot of homework. You can do a lot of research. Secondary data. You can find the secondary data. If you can get the primary data by asking the person in charge, much great. If you go to small and medium corporation, you can ask the entrepreneur. But unfortunately, during COVID, our movement is a bit limited. Okay, try to do in group, or you can work on your opinion, on your own. Sorry. Okay, Amira, hi. I have a question here. Is the BMC process the same as social entrepreneurship, or there is some differences? It can be applied to all kind of business. Okay. If you want to use BMC for your social entrepreneurship, it can be done. It can be done. Amira, I hope I answer you. Very simple. You want to apply BMC to your social entrepreneurship, it goes the same. But if you ask me, does BMC is the social entrepreneurship? No. It's not the same. It's not the same. But can BMC be used for social entrepreneurship? Yes, it can be used. It can be applied. But it's not the same thing. BMC is a medium for you to introduce, to explain about your business model. How does your business work? How do you work? Okay, social entrepreneurship is kind of business activity where profit is not the main agenda. Okay, if you study finance, okay, in business, from finance perspective, it's not, they don't go for profit, they go to maximizing the wealth of the owner. Okay, in finance perspective, business is about maximizing the wealth of the business owner. In accounting, we go for profit. Finance, they go for the maximization of the wealth of the business owner. Okay? Social entrepreneurship, that's not their main agenda. Having profit is yes, but maximize the profit, maximize the wealth of the owner is not the main agenda. Main agenda is how they can, together with the local, with the community, to prosper. Okay, especially for those who really need the kind of assistance. Any other questions? You might text us through the chat column, or you can strictly ask. How about the group, sir? We choose by our side. Okay. As I mentioned just now, you can choose by your own. The group, maximum 5 members per group, unless you decide to do on your own business. Okay, but it's strongly recommended, due to the time constraint, you go in group. Okay, you go in group, right? This is to strengthen your understanding how to capitalize on BMC, right? This is only like you go to the lab and do some experiment. Okay, here we have a sharing session, and you go and do some experiment in a certain area. You do experiment first, then we learn the reason. We try to rationalize each and everything that happened during the process of experiment. Okay, Rafrita, you find your own group. Okay, there's the attendance link, I think, shared by our organizer. Okay, please register your attendance through Google, and then I think you know each other here. If you maybe you can ask, maybe the organizer will share with you the list of the participants to each and every one of you, so you get to know each other. If you want to choose your member across the country, it's okay, because we stay communicate like this. We can discuss about this, and it will give you new experience. Remember, we talk about circle, we talk about networking. Okay, you don't think about it, you just do it. Call someone from Malaysia, chat someone from Indonesia and Bangladesh, right? And form a group, and let's work on a certain project, on a simple project. Okay, BMC. In that case, you have to work for one company, right? You can go for the international company. For each and everyone experience the same thing. Okay, unless you like to be you want to open your own cafe, for instance, a coffee shop, for instance, then you want to try how does your business will look like, then you go for your own. Okay, if there are any other questions, okay, I will share with you my email. If you have any questions, can everyone see my email address? Can you read my email address?
Not yet, sir. Not yet, sir.
Oh, okay, I have to. All right. So I have to check everyone. Okay, flex. How to spell my email address? Wait. Flex. Okay, and now everyone. Okay, thank you, Rihan. Thank you, Rihan. Just now I just respond to one of the participants. Now everyone can read.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, all right. So it's 1:12 already. 12 minutes past 1. Really enjoy communicating with all of you, right? I would like to thank again to all of you giving me the opportunity to lend me your ears for 2 hours, 120 minutes. Okay, thank you again for the organizer, right? So keep in touch, guys. Keep in touch, right? If anything, you can contact me through the email address given, and I really hope you can register your group members by emailing to me. Okay, this is my group, how many members you have, emailing to me so I can track it as a record. See me, Nadia, have paired up at the Sunday one to join our group. Okay, you can have an, I'm not sure how we're going to communicate, but I will, I think the organizer will share with you all the information, right? Because we have to end the session. We have to end the session. So, Dr. Rosanna, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Dr. Rosanna, I hand it over to you. Thank you very much, Dr. Rosanna. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You get my address.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Encik Adnan. I
Thank you,
think
sir.
what you have
Thank you,
shared.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Okay, guys, stay because we're gonna make a little bit improvise. Okay, we want to correct something about groupings. I know Encik Adnan was saying like, I think you asked them to choose their group, right, Encik Adnan?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We will handle on the grouping based
Okay.
on your attendance today. Please don't forget to fill in the attendance sheet, which is already put up there in the chat box for every one of you. And then we will do a random selection for you to become in separate group. Do you hear me? All right. And we will email you, we'll contact you on telling you which group you will be. You already know the task that you are supposed to Alpha. Okay, sorry. I think we heard some sounds, background sounds. If it's a singing, probably good to the ear. Anyway, I am going to repeat this. We are going to group you based on the attendance on today's session. And then we are going to email members of the group. And then after that, you already know what is supposed to do because Encik Adan has gone at great length describing things. So then I am very, very sure you guys know how to contact each other even when you are coming from different countries, different universities. You know how best for you to communicate to ensure that your project gets done. So like if you need any help, you can always either contact me. Can I leave Dr. Faisal's number on the Adlan? Okay, we will put some a few contact numbers or email addresses for you to contact us. You can create your own WhatsApp groups once you know who are your group members. You can do that, and you can add. I think Dr. Faisal probably and Encik Adlan there, so that you can, if you have anything at all with regards to your project, you can immediately ask them how to go about or whether you are doing the right thing. I'm very sure also, Encik Adlan, you may have some rubrics to share with them later on because your work is going to be assessed. Yeah, we're going to have a few panelists to look into your works and well, hopefully we're able to announce good presentations. Group presentations. Let's see what we can do later on. But for now, that's our last message, basically. So don't worry, we're going to contact you through emails. Once again, please do not forget to fill in the attendance form. You already know where it is, right? In the chat box. Maybe we can share again. Is it possible to share again? Okay. We have it there, but we're going to paste it again so that you guys know. Okay, it was like up there. Okay, it's going to be posted again. And please fill that in because otherwise you won't be in any group. I'm very sure you have enjoyed Encik Adlan's shared of knowledge with regards to BMC. I already heard good news. I mean, good recommendation about Encik Adlan's knowledge on this, yeah. So I'm very sure you students find it the same way. Boleh ke? Right, anything that you want to ask us before we leave? Anyone? Okay, can we have like everyone? Can you have your video on so that we can capture your image here? Have good photographs for the first session, for report purpose, for our record. Everyone, please. That's great to see you guys here. You're actually here. Everyone, please. Joseph, Rifari, Lalatul, Irena. Everyone, please. Pakai ni tak boleh? Boleh. Ambilkan gambar yang ni. I tak pandai you all punya ni screenshot wearable. Okay, tunggu sampai kejap tengok. Can we have everyone please? Nurul Izzah Fikri, we want to see your face. Dihan Ramadan. We have got here. Muhammad tu kita. Okay, put. Tak ada icon tak ada ni. Dah. Can see me, right? You can see us all here. Okay. There are a few of us. Maybe lepas ni ambil lagi lah. Okay, so siapa nak tekan? Print screen terus Fida Teresa, I think please all of you. Irene, Hamim. Yeah, Daisy. Ramadan, please on your video. We can tell your university that you're here. Irina. Okay, Irina ITS and Leletul. I think one is there, but so dark. We can't see you. Lailatul. Daisy, you are like in a very dark room. we can see some images there, but we can't see you really. But anyway, okay, here goes. Put your best smiles. All right. 1, 2. Is this one page only? You capture dah ke? Okay, another page. Satu page ya?
Another page.
There's another
Wait,
page.
another page.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay,
Another
here we
page.
goes. Watsala. We still have few people who's not here. Okay, here goes. Good smile. 1, 2. Right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you again on the 10th. Meanwhile, keep checking your email, okay? Great. Thank you very much for joining us for today's session. I hope you have enjoyed, learned a valuable lesson from J. Adlan and also from Prof. Said earlier on. Okay, we'll see you again soon. Bye. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
your attendance.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye. That's it. We're gonna end this session. Bye. Dah, cakap dah.
Harap isi lah.